Hey there, this is Daryl again. Welcome back to the channel. If you're new, welcome. We're going to start our series of 6 flies for smallmouth. There are going to be 2 for top water, 2 for just below the surface or subsurface, and then 2 flies for on the bottom that we're going to tie. Those will be the 6. Should give you some pretty good flies for your little fly box for if you're out smallmouth fishing. You know, they might even work for other type of species depending on the size hook that you're going to put them on. So let's take a look at old Mr. Wiggly, and we'll talk about that and we'll get tying. Alright, this here is the old Mr. Wiggly. It's got a lot of legs and rubber, foam, it'll float on the top. And really what it is I guess a variation of the chubby Chernobyl ant. So it'd be a good floater on there, on that thing. So why don't we go ahead and take it off, and we'll put some hooks up there and start tying. Alright, the hook that we're going to use is a Core 2461. It's an Aberdeen. It's a long shank. It says probably maybe a 2XL, I don't know, and a size 4. And of course, as always, I'm going to debarb mine, but that's all up to you when you're tying yours in there. And the thread I'm going to use some 210 in chartreuse. You can use whatever color you want. And we're going to just start this back behind the eye. And we'll cut off our tag end and continue to the barb of the hook. The next material will be some 2mm foam in yellow. You can use whatever color you want. And I'm going to take off a section about 1/4 of an inch, the lengthwise, not the longwise. And that should give us about 1/4 by 3 inches that way. And I'm going to do is I'm going to fold this in half like that. And I want part of this loop to be just over the eye, kind of like maybe a gurgler or something like that. And then we'll just wrap right here on that. And I'm going to fold this back over, and I'm going to try to trim this to a spear shape. So that you could maybe see it. I'll try to position that. Right there. so I kind of got a spear shape on there. And next I'm going to do is I'm going to use some silly legs and fire tip. You know, in this case it's clear and fire orange, but you might be able to find some other type of thing. And I'm only going to take like one strand. Just tear that off. And line up the orange ends. And then I'm just going to tie this in right at the orange. Because it doesn't matter that it's clear or whatever other color on the orange that you have. I just need the orange. And then we'll trim this off. That's going to be part of my tail. Now you could maybe cut this diamond or this point later, but I found that sometimes I'm cutting my rubber legs that I'll be putting on. This has a lot of rubber legs, as you noticed, and on there. So now we'll just tie in the top part here. And if you go with too thin a thread, you're going to end up cutting through the foam. So thicker is better in this case. And next I'm going to do is I'm going to take some ice stub in copper or whatever color you got, maybe close to brown or golden brown. And these are kind of long fibers. I'm going to try to pull them out so they come out lengthwise. And I might want a little bit more. Like that. And I'm going to cheat a little bit because ice stub can be pretty tricky to wrap on there. I'm going to put some wax on here. On there. Now I'm going to create a noodle. And then I'm just going to pull this back and I'm going to kind of wrap, and that'll help secure. And I'm only going to go halfway. For the first segment. And then I'm going to pull this over and I'm going to make a segment here. Put one under there, couple under there. And next I'm going to use some copper chrome barred and copper and pumpkin. some silly legs for that. And I'm going to break it off in pairs. I'm going to put 2 on this side, 2 on that side. But if I break it off in pairs, it'll stay in a tab type thing. So then it's like one piece for now. And I'm going to level it up. And give it a couple soft wraps, and then I'm going to take it over to the side. So it's coming off the side of the body, and then I'm going to hold back one end there, give it some tight wraps, and I'm going to grab 2 more. Kind of divide it and look like it's in half. Put it on the top for now. And then slide it over to this side. And then I'm going to try to keep those divided there. And I'm going to use a little clip here just to clip it right there. And I'm going to put some more dubbing under there. Some more wax. Lock that in underneath there a little bit. And I'm just going to take it up just an eye width behind there. And then I'm going to make my other segment in the head. And we'll put some more sets of legs on there. 2 sets here on one side and 2 on the other. Same thing. And 2 more on my side. Then we can either whip finish there, but I'm going to whip finish under where the eye is. One more for good measure. And the way you'd fish this is just throw it out there and let the current take it along and let them legs do the work. Kind of like a swinging a wet fly or for a trout. And then we'll trim our legs. And I like to have them about, you know, the length of the hook shank, or the length of the body length there. And then to help strengthen it a little bit, take some Zap CA or super glue, and I'm going to put a dot where the threads are. Right there. And then let that dry. And there you have it. The old Wiggly, old Mr. Wiggly, and it's nothing but a Chernobyl ant, chubby. Okay, there you have it. I hope you found this fly interesting, and you'll tie some up for your smallmouth fishing experience. For me, it won't be until May for when I go up to West Virginia for the Greenbrier. Fish up there. But hopefully you'll find this interesting. The next one we'll do is another topwater, and then we'll go to a couple flies that'll be subsurface, and work our way down to maybe some similar things to crawfish or something, you know, that are crawling along the bottom. All right, I'm Daryl, and we'll see you on the water.